Everybody wants the win. Few want the work. Everybody wants the results. Few want what's required for the result.
Welcome to the Fuel Hunt Show.
What's going on, Eagles? Welcome to the Fuel Hunt Show. I'm Joey, co-founder of Fuel Hunt, and today I'm joined by no one. Typically, this is the moment where I introduce Drew, my cousin and co-founder, or I introduce one of the few, a member of our community that we have on the show. Today, neither of them are here. It's just me and you. Drew's actually within earshot. We have our friends from Johnny Slicks, another badass American-made company at HQ today. So he's holding down the fort, and I'm taking the mic. I trust you won't mind. Today, I want to tell you a story. But before I do, I want to give you some context. Over the past few weeks, I've had the opportunity, the amazing opportunity, to speak on a few stages, to speak about Fuel Hunt, our community, our counter movement, our company, with everybody from entrepreneurs to those looking to build great habits in life. I spoke on the stage at BK Live in front of hundreds alongside Bedros Keuilian, our friend and business partner. I also spoke at Consequence of Habits speaker series alongside two Green Berets, Nick Lavery and Ben Monet. And no matter the stage, no matter the audience, no matter the topic, I was always approached afterwards with one statement. I heard this statement over 100 times. It came from new community members, people that joined the Fuel Hunt community just after hearing me speak. But it also came from existing community members, people that have been in our community for 1 or 2 years. And that statement was this: I had no idea. I had no idea that Fuel Hunt was a community and a counter movement before it was a clothing company. I had no idea of the origin story of Fuel Hunt. Now we're 50-some episodes into the show, into the Fuel Hunt Show, over a year into the Fuel Hunt Show. If you rewind back, episode 1, or at least one of the first 5 episodes, is the origin story of Fuel Hunt. Drew and I tell it. Today I'm going to tell it in a unique way, a different way, from my perspective, between me and you. So whether you've heard it before or this is your first time hearing it, pay attention. And at the end of the story, I'm going to tell you why I'm speaking with you about it today. In 2017, my cousin Drew and I spent every day on the phone, and we're still not sick of each other, every day on the phone on our commutes to and from our jobs. I'm 10 years older than Drew is, so I had crossed some bridges in life and business that he was about to set foot on. So on these calls, we talked about just that, life and business, any other topic, nothing was off the table. There's a lot of passion and a lot of purpose on these calls. There were also a lot of potholes. If you've ever driven through the mean streets of Philly, you know what I'm talking about. The potholes have a mind of their own. You swerve to avoid them. They swerve to be right back in your path. So there's a lot of passion and a lot of purpose and a lot of potholes on these calls. I say Fuel Hunt was born on the Philly streets. Now you'll understand why. There's also 2 recurring themes on these calls, unfortunately. The first theme: people were becoming more and more entitled to what they did not earn. The second theme: people were seeking more and more shortcuts on the way to their goals. Drew and I were seeing these themes pop up in our social circles, our neighborhoods, our communities, our places of business, and they enraged us. See, Drew and I are from blue-collar, hard-working, middle-class families in Philly, families that understand and respect the value of a hard day's work. And that mentality we saw disappearing from society. It left us feeling aggravated, frustrated. It left us feeling alone. Alone in what we would call the microwave society, a society where people would show up with 60 seconds of hard work, expect that they could put it in a microwave for 60 more seconds, and then out would come 6 years of hard work and its results. We felt alone. We felt aggravated. And one day those frustrations hit their boiling point. And Drew asked me a question. Cuz, are we the only two that still believe in the power of hard work? And I remember pausing. I remember gripping the steering wheel. I had a black on black Jeep Grand Cherokee at the time. If you've watched the show for any amount of time, you know I have a thing for black. I remember gripping the steering wheel, the leather on the black steering wheel, because I knew a moment was coming. Did I know it was a moment that was going to shape our lives for the next 7 years and alter the lives of thousands for the next 7 years? No. But I knew a moment was coming. So I paused and I responded. I said, it's like we say at my hunting cabin. Everybody wants to eat, but few will hunt. Boom, there it was. A statement that not only summed up our frustrations with society, but also clued in the solution. Everybody wants the win. Few want the work. Everybody wants the results. Few want what's required for the result. At that moment, Drew and me, we were the first two in the few. And we set out on a mission to find the rest of the few. To build the world's largest community of hard workers and put society back on track. To restore the dignity of hard work. To restore hard work to the rank and respect it deserved. To the rank and respect it once had. That built this great nation. So that night, we rushed home, maybe broke a few traffic laws on the way, and we started an Instagram page. And we began to write long-form content for hard-working people like us. Content that educated and inspired our community. Content that ultimately was about sticking it out in life on the way to your goals, on the way to building the life that you wanted to design for those that you loved and yourself. We did that for 2 straight years, from 2017 to 2019. In 2019, our community was a few thousand strong. Then something very unexpected happened. Our community started to ask for our words on t-shirts. Comfort is a slow death, prefer pain. I'd wear that on a t-shirt. If we risk nothing, we risk everything. I'd wear that on a hoodie. Luck favors hard workers. Put that on a long sleeve. Few will hunt. I'd wear that on a hat. When the community speaks, we listen. So Drew and I got to work. But before we did, I asked Drew a question. I returned the favor. 2 years prior, he asked me a question that set us off on this mission to build a Few Will Hunt community. I returned the favor and I asked him a question. I said, cuz, do we have a blog or do we have a business? Turns out we had both, and we needed the business. The universe had put this opportunity in our path because we understood that in order to maximize our impact on society, in order for us to grow Few Will Hunt into the worldwide counter movement that we knew it could be, that we needed it to be, we would need one thing: money. People will tell you money is the root of all evil. It's a lie. It's a limiting belief. Money is a maximizer of meaning and impact. And we knew that if we started an apparel company and we had that gasoline to pour onto the fire that was already Few Will Hunt, it would spread even faster, burn even hotter in the hearts of our community members. So that's what we did. We got to work developing the best apparel in the game, and then later, the best fight wear in the game. In 2020, we had our hockey stick year. We went from essentially $0 in sales to over $1 million in sales overnight. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can see that I put overnight in air quotes. You can see the sarcasm on my face. That year, the doubters came back out of the woodwork. You came out of nowhere overnight. You blew up overnight. Overnight was 3 years of unparalleled sacrifice in our lives and the lives of our team members. We stopped watching sports. We ditched friend groups. We said no to family parties. We burned the midnight oil. We did anything we could to find time in our lives to pour into our people, the Fuel Hunt community, and grow it into a worldwide counter movement. In 2021, we attracted the attention of our good friend and business partner, Bedros Keuilian. He helped us increase our reach and spread our mission and movement. In 2022, we had one of our biggest years ever. The community was growing strong. But in 2023, there was a problem. See, when I asked Drew that question, do we have a blog or a business, we made a promise in that moment. If we started a business, that business would always align with the impact that we wanted to have on this world. And in 2023, we stepped back and we took stock and we said we are incongruent there in one specific area. Fuel Hunt, the company, was still spending dollars in some countries around the world that did not support the 3 pillars of our community: freedom, hard work, and service to others. So we made a new promise, a new commitment to manufacture exclusively in America, to make sure that all of our apparel and all of our fightwear was made in the USA. 2024, fast forward, I'm here with you now. The community's stronger than ever. More than 200,000 members in 75 countries worldwide. So why am I telling you Fuel Hunt's origin story today? Because it's time for you to write your own origin story. Something in your life is holding your pen. Maybe you think it's your boss. Maybe you think it's the zip code you grew up in. Maybe you think it's the household you came from. Maybe you think it's the parent that wasn't there. Maybe it's a toxic relationship in your life. Whatever it is, maybe it's all of the above. Whatever it is, you need to take your pen back and start writing your origin story. Everything you need for your hunt is already inside of you. You just need to make the choice to take back your pen. And as you write your origin story, I want you to always remember, choose hard work over handouts. Choose effort over entitlement. No one owns you. No one owes you. You're one of the few. Now let's hunt.